in July's leadership and mental health wellness platforms. It's very exciting. And for our leadership, we had Dr. Christina Allen Roach. She's a principal at one of Chesterfield County's, Virginia, Chesterfield County Elementary School. And she was talking about from the subject of leadership from a spiritual and educational perspective. She's a believer in Jesus Christ, but at the same time, she has to go by the protocol of school. And so she discussed the fact that she has to be very careful how she answered the parents, answered the students because of her beliefs in Christ. But one of the things she talked about it was that the best way to show her beliefs in Christ is to treat everyone fairly, to treat a staff fairly, to treat the parents, the students. And that's for all of us. We all can do a job by make sure we are promoting through our jobs, like I said, career, jobs, home, church, community. One of the best ways to promote Christ, our love for Christ, his love for us, is through how we treat people. And her school has about 1,000 students and about, I think, a couple of maybe 200, 150, 200 of the staff. And when you add the students and their parents and community, she interacts with about 3,000 people. But the main thing is she had mentioned was to hold herself accountable about her job as well as all the staff, and talked about shared leadership. And one of the best way to show leadership and to share it is how we treat people. How we show the love of God, how we treat people. And then also, of course, there's politics in the school system. So she tried to keep herself balanced with that and show Christ in her daily work and to share leadership experiences. Wherever we are, we can always show the love of Christ and show leadership. It's not all about words. It's about how we do what we do. Then also for our mental health wellness platform, we had Ghana M. Raymond. She's a pastor's wife, first lady, an educator, a spiritual life coach and mentor. And she's been in the educational field for about 38 years. And she came from the perspective, mental health challenges, from a personal, spiritual, and vocational perspective. And even one of her adult children, who is an educator, has dealt with mental health challenges. And she will used to tell people about one of her children. He said, no, put my name to it, put a face to it. And he's doing very well. And so I thank God for that. And said she's been in that field, like I said, 38 years. She was a qualified mental health professional, again, being in the church, and she dealt with people with young adults from the ages 5 to about 18 years old who dealt with depression, eating disorders, suicide, bipolar, personality disorders. And she had a 15-year-old girl who had many personalities, who was raped by family members, who was abused. And so she talked about all of that. And it was really, really a great platform or presentation about mental health challenges. I always say, don't suffer in silence. There's too much help out there, and especially coming from a church perspective. Now, churches are really catching on now. Yes, we want to pray. We trust God. We want to pray. But just like any other things we have to go take care of, God provides the medical people for our mental health. When you put the spiritual and the medical together, it's a win-win situation, and God gets all the glory and the people get help. So continue to follow us each month. We have two exciting speakers for the month of August. So we hope to see you. If you are interested in following us, if you're interested to be what's the word I'm trying to say? A presenter for the leadership and or for the mental health wellness, please contact us. We would love to talk to you, and hopefully you can come on, especially those from the spiritual realm. Please contact us. Let's all be in this for a win-win for the cause of Christ. Thank you, and we'll see you next month.